What group, singer, or band do you miss from your childhood? My favorite band growing up was, I have a few of them. One of them was 112. Do you guys remember 112? Oh snap, Peaches and Cream. And what is this? Numbers in your pocket. I remember when you... Oh snap. 112. I got Cisco, Unleash the Dragon. I got my girl Aaliyah. I still listen to her stuff to this day. I absolutely love her and miss her. The Backstreet Boys. Do not try and play me. Y'all know y'all was listening to Backstreet Boys too. Oh man, I used to jam. We got the CD. Oh you people, can't you see how your love affected my reality? Oh man, oh, Backstreet Boys. And then, oh my gosh, I wrote it down. Spice Girls. Oh my god, la 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 la. Spice Girls, oh my gosh. I used to get down when I was little. What was your favorite childhood movie? My favorite childhood movie, it was a Disney movie, and my favorite childhood movie was Pocahontas. Oh my gosh, that was my girl. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue horn moon? I used to watch that thing non-stop. I don't think I had the tape, but those movies used to come on TV all the time. So I'm definitely a big Disney movie girl. I love Mulan, I love Anastasia, all those movies. But Pocahontas was at the top of the list. What was your favorite childhood show? The shows when I was little, I feel they were the greatest shows, and if they were still on TV, I'd still be watching them today. So some of the shows that I grew up on was like Family Matters with like Steve Urkel, and then like Boy Meets World, and Sister Sister, and when I was really young, like the cartoons, Captain Planet. I used to watch the Power Rangers that used to come on right after the OJ trial, and I feel like the Power Rangers back in the day are so much better than the Power Rangers today. I don't care what anybody says, but yeah, I used to watch all of those shows, and they used to be hilarious, and I'd even watch them today. The Cosby Show, all them shows. What was your favorite childhood song? Okay, so I used to listen to a lot of reggae. We used to listen to a lot of reggae when I was little. My family's from the Caribbean, so I grew up on things like Ting-a-ling-a-ling, School Bell a Ring, Knife and Fork a Fight for Dumpling, like Shabba Ranks and Action, Akabakaba, so we love him at the gallon come out, like stuff like that. And of course I grew up on like Back, Forth and Forth by Aaliyah, and all of the songs that used to come on the radio, like I can't come, they're not coming to mind, but the reggae is like what I remember the most. What's one thing you wish you still had from your childhood? The one thing I wish I had was my friends. Like growing up, I had so many friends from all different countries, and we used to have a lot of fun. One of the reasons why we're not friends right now is because most of us are in college, different parts of the country, and most of us have different obligations and responsibilities that they have to take care of, so we don't really have the chance to hook up. But some of my friends from childhood I still am in touch with and stuff like that. But I wish that I could get a chance to see more of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and just sit down and connect and see where they are and see how they are, and just have it be like old times again. What was your favorite childhood dance? The dances from my childhood were serious. We had stuff like the heel toe, the Harlem Shake, and I'm not sure what that dance is from Sean Paul, but it was like from the just give me the light and pass the door, bust a little bottle, bust another bottle of dro. I don't know how that, I don't know the words, but like there's a girl in that video that does like this dance, and I swear like I watched that video over and over trying to get the dance down. What was your favorite childhood slang? So for slang, I really wasn't, too out there with slang. I guess like what I used to do is like if somebody did something messed up, I'd be like, word, really, word. Or I'd say, I wrote it down, I'd say, oh snap, that's whack, like that. Corny, I know, it's okay though. What's one thing that you still have from your childhood? Corny again, but one thing that I still have from my childhood is a crush on this guy. I think he's so handsome and all that good stuff. Now that I'm older, I know that, just because a guy is handsome doesn't mean that he's the guy that I'm supposed to be with, but I'm not going to say no names. And some things that I still have are hand-me-downs. I do have an older sister, so I used to get a lot of her hand-me-downs, and also some stuff from my mom as well. So I still have a ton of clothes from when I was younger. Did you have an invisible friend when you were younger? No way, I did not have an invisible friend. I wasn't walking around talking about, hey Shelly, let's go, Shelly, let's go. No, I did not have an invisible friend. I think the most that I did was, talk to myself like everybody else does. But it wasn't too crazy. What was your favorite toy? My favorite toy from childhood was actually, I don't know if you would call it a toy, but it's a bike. I actually taught myself how to ride a bike, and it was one of the proudest moments ever, and it just made me feel some type of special. What was your best subject in school? My best subject in school, I would have to say it was math. I'm actually really good in math, and I did well in all my other subjects. If I didn't do well in a subject, it's because I didn't really push myself or I was slacking off. But I would say math was my best subject in school. Math and Italian, because I did take Italian. We had to take a language. I loved it. So math and Italian. Favorite subjects, best subjects in school. What was your worst subject in school? My worst subject in school, I don't know. I don't know what was my worst subject in school. Maybe social studies? Social studies. Yeah, wasn't a huge fan of social studies in school. But that doesn't mean that I did horribly in it. Just at the time, really wasn't into it, really wasn't into history. Although now I totally did at 180. I think it is so interesting to learn about the history of different, countries, events, anything like that. So I totally did a 180, but in school, kind of didn't really care for it as much. Where did you go for your first holiday? For my first holiday, I think I was like 9, but we went down to Florida. We went to Tampa to see some relatives. I really don't even remember the name of the people that we went to go see, but they were related to somebody, and we went down there, and then we ended up at Disney World. So I was really excited about that, and that's the first holiday that I can really remember. How did you find out that Santa wasn't real? So, I never ever heard my parents talk about Santa Claus. They just didn't do it. We weren't into Santa Claus. When I started hearing about Santa Claus is because we went to school, and you know, the advertisements and the TV and the magazines and stuff, they talk about Santa Claus. But in my house, we really didn't, we didn't do the Santa Claus thing. Yeah. The whole come down the chimney, leave some cookies and milk out, it wasn't us. We did not do none of that. I knew from a very young age that Santa Claus wasn't what Christmas was about. And what group or crowd were you in high school? In high school, I really was friends with a lot of people. I don't think that I personally was in a so-called group or clique or anything like that. I was friends with as many people as I could be friends with. The only reason why I wasn't friends with somebody is if they didn't want to be friends with me. I was friends with this person, not everybody. I found it okay to talk to people. I just didn't see a reason not to, you know, talk to people or to exclude anybody. I mean, I know when I was younger, like, I know what it's like when, you know, people don't want to talk to you or people treat you bad because you're different or anything like that. I feel like that's messed up, and I know I experienced that when I was very little, even when I was in middle school sometimes, and nobody wants to go through that. So it starts with me. I mean, I just don't see the point to not talk to people. So I tried to talk to everybody. It was about, you know, just having a good time. Not really having a good time, but just, you know, being cordial and just being friends and just chilling and trying to get through this thing called high school. And yeah, that's what it was for me. So yeah, there's no need to exclude anybody.